In our previous example, we ran merge on these two data frames where we had matching indexes and a matching number of values. See, 66, 67, 68, 25, and 26, and 27. Let's run this again and then output it. We merged the humidity column and the temperature column on the city column. We should define which column we're using to merge on. And using the on attribute will accomplish that. Complications arise though whenever we have non-matching data sets. For example, here we have a L key and a data 1, and we have a R key and a data 2, and unlike our previous data frames, we do not have a matching column. Furthermore, whereas we had 3 values here and 3 values here, and then in the other data frame we also had 3 values and 3 values, in these two data frames we have 7 values and 3 values, so none of these match. We're doing 3 things in this code cell. We're going to create these 2 data frames, merge A and merge B data frames. Then we're going to merge them on the left key and the right key, save that in another variable and output that. Let's examine what happened here. In our merge A data frame, we have 3 instances of bat, 3 instances of ant, but only 1 instance of cat. And in our merge B data frame, we have only 1 instance of ant, 1 instance of bat, and 1 instance of dog. Furthermore, merge B does not contain cat, and merge A does not contain dog. And so, consistent with our earlier experiences using pandas, merge simply has no reference to either dog or cat, but it has to include all the information about bat from both merge A and merge B. Bats have diseases, bats can fly, and bats live in caves, plus bats are rodents. So merge includes all of that data on every instance of bat. So these 3 instances of bat have a redundant rodent value because we have to include rodent on every instance, and similarly with ant. And since we don't have a common key, we have to tell pandas to join left key and right key, but we need that commonality in the 2 values. See, there's a commonality between bat and between ant and ant in this right key and this left key. Now once we've made this join, we've saved it as merge, so we can simply tell pandas to drop one of these redundant keys now. So let's ask it to drop right key, and we have a cleaner output. Let's look at another pair of data frames similar to the cities we looked at before. Again, we have a common city column, and again we have temperature and humidity, which are not common, but this time we have 4 cities here and only 3 cities here. Let's create these, and then let's join them. This is an expected outcome because the merge does not include Honolulu and it does not include Miami or Boston, because only New York and Seattle are shared values between these 2 data frames. Using relational database terminology, this would be called an inner join. So we could actually add a how attribute here and use the inner keyword, and it accomplishes the same thing. I'd like to bring up a graphic that we can talk about for a moment to discuss the difference between inner joins, outer joins, left joins, and right joins. I might need to shrink this down so that we can see the graphic together with the output in these different cases. We're equating the inner join to the intersection in a Venn diagram. So what this Venn diagram is saying is that, look, in merge 3 data frame, we have Miami, Boston, Seattle, New York. But in our merge 4 data frame, we have Honolulu, Seattle, and New York. The intersection is just Seattle and New York, and that's what we see here when we use inner. What if we use outer instead of inner and run that? Well, outer is all-inclusive. That's just going to return every value of both sets, and where there is no matching values, we just get empties. Well, what if we use left join? Well, then we get Miami, Boston, Seattle, and New York. and we get empties where there's no matching humidity value. What if we use right join? Well, then we get Honolulu, Seattle, and New York, but of course there's no temperature value in Honolulu, so that's where our empty appears. Now, a final point to make is that here we do have a matching set of columns. However, although pandas will intuit that that is the column that we wish to join on, it is also always best practice to use this on attribute to define that join column in any case.